What is up, YouTube? Back in another video, and today's video we're going over the best tips and tricks and strategies that I've learned while doing the new Unstable Rift. So far, I've done the Rift twice and failed 3 times. So I've actually been inside the Rift 5 different times, and these are the things that I've learned along the way. First off, though, I do want to say shouts out to the homie Tyler for the first game we played. I wanted to shout him out the last time I recorded this video, but YouTube for some reason decided to wait 3 days, 3.5, 4 days to tell me that the video could not be rendered, and it just failed and it wouldn't let me re-upload it, and I had already deleted the gameplay off my system. So I hate you sometimes, YouTube. Why do you do this to me? Anyway, shouts out to Tyler. He's the homie. I did it first. And then shouts out to these guys here in the squad. If you guys want to see their names, pause the video. They're down below in the bottom left corner. I'm recording this right after playing with them, so I don't know if they'll send me their information to shout them out yet. So if you guys want to check out their channels or check out their socials, if they watch this video, put it down in the comments. And then if you guys want to go check them out, go check the comments and see if they put anything down there below. But otherwise, let's get into everything you need to know going into the Unstable Rift. So obviously, you're probably here for the camo, and I'm going to tell you this right off the bat. It's going to be hard, bro. I've done the Rift successfully twice, and both times I was at the edge of my seat the entire time. And so it is not easy, man. It is hard. So if you're going to be doing this, expect to fail a couple times. Don't be afraid to fail, because it's only going to make you better. Sometimes you're going to have to go in there and fail so that you can learn the methods a little easier. Hopefully this video will help you do the methods so maybe you can get a first try or second try. But be prepared that you will possibly fail this, especially if you're with a small group. So going in, you should know that there is some limitations on what you want to bring in. So going in, you're going to need to find 3 obelisks around the map. These are like concrete pillars. They're tall, you won't miss them, and they have different things at the bottom. So they have they can have one of 4 different ammo mods. Cairo, which is a little snowflake. Brain Rot, which is a little skull and bones. They can have Deadbolt, which is the electricity, which is like the little lightning bolt. And then it can have the fire or the flame ammo mod, which is a little flame on it. Now, you can have different versions of obelisk. It doesn't matter. You don't have to have like one of each kind of ammo mod, or have all the same. It can be any. You can mismatch. If you want to do 2 Cairo pillars with a flame, you can, etc. So don't worry about that. Just make sure you have all 4 of those with you when you start this grind, because if you don't, you're going to be spending the whole match looking for these ammo mods, and it's not a good time, bro. This is not a fun time. The other thing to note is you will not need Shatter Blast for this. Okay, Shatter Blast is never used for these obelisks. Of all the games that I've done obelisks, including games where I've had the Rift stolen from me, you will not. I have not seen Shatter Blast. And from other people online that I've read, they have not seen Shatter Blasts either. So don't worry about it. Just, it's like everything else in this game. Fuck Shatter Blast. Just forget about it. It's useless. All right. It's like a fucking a roach, man. They're just useless. They're just annoying. It's not usable for anything. So just ignore Shadow Blast. Don't even worry about it. Now, going in, I would suggest having these specific weapons and perks going into the game. So obviously, when you go inside the Rift, you're going to get things, and we'll go over that in a little bit. But going forward, you're going to need some things to use while doing the obelisk in the actual game, the pre-game, like the normal 45-minute game. So going in, obviously the first thing you're going to see gameplay for right now is the crossbow. Bring explosive bolt crossbow. And if you're playing with 2 people, 1 crossbow, one grenade launcher. If you're playing with 4 people, 2 crossbows, 2 grenade launchers. If you're playing with 6 people, 3 grenade launchers, 3 crossbows. If you're running the grenade launchers, if you have the Deadwire Deadbolt detonator thing, which is like a little box you can get as a schematic, if you have that, run it. If not, you don't need it. I beat it both times without the Deadwire detonator, so you don't need it. People mind saying you need it. You don't. It just makes your life a little easier because you can one-shot the final boss. Now, when you go in with the crossbow, make sure it's explosive tips. And then for the grenade launcher, you can either do the sticky grenades ammo type, the slug ammo type, or the regular base explosive ammo type. All three seem to be pretty good, so it doesn't really matter which one. I've seen people using the slug and the basic explosives. Those seem to be the two best options for you, so keep that in mind. Then the wonder weapons you can choose from. So if you guys have the ability to use wonder weapons, I would recommend it highly. The only one I would stay away from is the ray gun. The ray gun's pretty weak, especially against tier 4 zombies, which this is what this is. This is tier 4 zombies. So what I recommend is having a Wonderwaff on your team, a Scorcher, and a VR11. If you can have all three. If not, 2 Wonderwaffs, or a Wonderwaff and a Scorcher, or a Wonderwaff and a VR11. Those combinations will work. Or just having one person with a Wonderwaff or something can also work. In this gameplay we had here, one of us had the VR11, I had the Wonderwaff, so it seemed to work very, very well for us in this gameplay, for the most part. And going in, I would also bring Juggernaut, Speed Cola, Stanima, and PhD if you have the ability to come in with all 4 of those, if you have the space. If not, just Jug, PhD, and Speed, or Speed and PhD. PhD is guaranteed. You need it, absolutely, because the biggest thing is you're going to have a lot of blast damage, right? You're going to cause a lot of blast damage. So if you don't have PhD, doing the obelisk in the beginning of the game with the weapons you have, it's going to suck, bro. It's going to suck. It's not going to be a fun time, especially since the wonder weapons you can't put ammo mods on. Now, those are the things you would want to spawn in with. Once you're in the match, there are some things to note about these obelisks. So these obelisks, how they normally work is you have the ammo mod that you need. So say it's Cairo, okay, Cairo. So you go up to it, put the Cairo on your gun, and then you will be able to then activate the obelisk. Now these pillars, these obelisks, they're going to spawn as circles, a soul box. You're going to kill them with the weapon, with the ammo mod on it, and you'll be good to go. Then, once you are done that one, you go to the next one, and now the next one is electric. Okay, it's just the little lightning bolt ammo mod. Well, you don't have that. Well, from my experience, if you can have someone who does have Deadwire on, they can activate the pillar, or I believe, I have not tried this, but I've seen people do this in the game, so I do believe that it works. You can then pull out the Tesla gun, or the Wonderwaff, whatever you want to call it, because it does kind of look like the Tesla gun from World War II a little bit. But you pull the Wonderwaff, and then you can activate the portal, the rift that way. And then you just kill zombies with the Wonderwaff. That counts as electric. Another thing that does count as electric is the Tesla ability, which is actually the ability I'm using in this gameplay. That works as well. So don't be afraid to use that for that as well, because that works. And if you have the Tesla ability activated, anyone that's attached to you, so like if you're next to them and you let like the light, the blue like pulse is attached to each other, that when they get kills, it also counts towards the electric as well. This is the only ammo mod that I know of that has a way to do it without actually having the ammo mod attached. So keep that in mind. If you're bringing a Wonderwaff in, you don't need to bring a Deadbolt, like a Deadwire ammo mod in with you. For the rest of the obelisk, once you do all 3, whoever completes the 3rd obelisk, the unknown rift will then appear for that person closest to that person. So if you complete it at the top of the hill in tier 3, at the little tornado, at the little radio tower in tier 3, it will spawn directly below the hill in tier 3, closest to you. It usually spawns within 400 to 600 meters of your location, so keep that in mind once you're there. Then, if you complete the obelisk, all 3, and it spawns, it will ping the location for at least 30 to 50 seconds for everybody in the entire match. So you have about 60 seconds to get to that location before someone else does, obviously. Then obviously the ping will go away, but the location will still be marked on the map, so anyone that looks at the map can still see it. What I recommend is when you're doing these obelisks, you have someone hover in the air. If they have a Scorcher, just keep them Scorchering in the air, waiting for it to spawn in. Okay, because normally 1 to 2 people can get one of these rifts done, especially if you get a tier 1 or 2 rift. I'm sorry, obelisk. Once you activate this, everyone has to pull up their attack map, hold triangle, or whatever the button option says. If you're on PC or Xbox, hold it, agree to join it, and then you will be rifted in. You can have up to 6 people in the rift at a time. There is a theory out that you can have, at the current moment, it appears that only 1 squad can get in the rift at game. But I have took notice that these obelisks do spawn or move and respawn, so keep that in mind. There may be methods to actually get in as more than once in a game for more than 1 squad, so be aware of that. If you see it get taken, don't panic. If you have time in the match, see if you can find 3 more obelisks and do them, because they are still around even after the rift is done. I've taken notice that too when I was grinding my Theok Grand Mastery, which I'm going to talk about at the end of the video. So they do respawn, and they're still there after the rift. So keep that in mind. So you might be able to try it again and see if you can get another rift to spawn. But I can't guarantee it. Let's talk about once you're in the rift. So when you spawn in the rift, you're going to get Perkaholic permanent. You do lose Tombstone. There is a little bit of a cheat code, a little bit. If you drink Tombstone before entering the rift, you will then have a Tombstone spawn in the rift that will drop you a power-up. This power-up will stay on the map permanently until the end of the game. So if you get a max ammo or something, or you get an insta-kill or whatever, and you want to save that for round 5, you can do it. Just let it on the ground and do not interact with it, okay? Until you're ready to interact with it. You will also get Mags Up and Holding, Golden Armor. So Golden Armor, basically what that does is it auto-refills your armor so you don't have to do it. You can see gameplay of it right now in the game. Mags Up and Holding does not affect the crossbow, so be aware of that. But the crossbow already has a fast reload, so I don't think it'll really matter for you. It didn't matter for me. They will always drop ammo, so if you go to this spot where I'm at right now, you will never have to worry about ammo, because you just walk down the stairs and collect the ammo. You will also receive a rift at the end of every round that will have rewards. Normally has score streaks and lethals and tacticals. Sometimes can have self-revives and stuff of that sort, and ammo mods. When you go into the rift, you will have to play through 5 rounds. On the 5th round, you will have the final disciple spawn. That will be the strongest disciple in the game. That is the riskiest one. That was the strongest one, so be aware of that. You're actually seeing the gameplay of the final one now as we speak. For strats, there's 2 different spots that you can use. There's the spot with a Scorcher, which is on top of the map, and there's also a spot where you saw the staircase. That staircase that you saw earlier was a really good spot for the first 4 and 5 rounds, and then that obviously this half the game you really have to just be mobile, because the bosses will just destroy you if you're stationary. Some tips and tricks about the rift that you should probably know about that no one else is talking about. If you stay still for more than 30 seconds, you will be hit by a lightning strike by the game, and it can have a chance to one-shot you, and it will affect people around you. So don't stand still. Keep moving back and forth, side to side, jumping up and down, etc. Make sure you're moving. You will get a free self-revive when you go into the rift. I don't know if it's actually round 1 or if it's round 2 you get this, because this game I think I got the free self-revive the first round, but the game I played the other day I didn't get it till like round 2 or 3, so just be aware of that. If you're going in, bring either 2, if you're playing with 2 people, so you and a teammate, bring a Tesla and a healer. For 4 people, 2 Teslas, 2 healers. For 6 people, 3 healers, 3 Teslas. That's a strategy that works the best. The guys that are running healers, don't be afraid to use your healing, because as long as you're getting crossbow kills, you're going to get your ability back extremely quick. And you can see here, don't be afraid to die. Don't panic when you die. Take note of who has selfs, who's healing, and be aware of that when you're playing, because you can, as you see here, even I was dying a shit ton, because this final disciple is very, very strong. And so, with that is pretty much all the tips and tricks, things you should know about the Rift. When you complete the Rift, you will get the free camo, and you will also have all your schematics timers reduced, so you will have all your retimers reduced, and you will be good to go. Which is really good for your stash. So if you want to farm stash stuff, this could be a method to farm it. Just be aware of that. with that being said, that's pretty much it. If that's all you're looking for, that's the end of the video. If you're not and you want to hear a quick update, then you guys can stay on and watch. So, quick update on what is happening with me and the channel and the grind and all this. So first, I'm still currently blind on my right eye. Partially, I can see a little better this week than I have previous weeks. So the people that don't know, that didn't watch the video, I have contracted uveitis, which is basically a disease that affects your eyes. It's kind of similar to pink eye in a way, but it is not caused by pink eye. It's caused by an inflammation in the eye, an infection in the inside the eye. Mine, which caused issues with the light sensories in my right eye, causing me to have photophobia, which is like the biggest thing that's affecting me right now. And I did this twice with one eye. So if you're worried that you're not going to be able to complete this, I did it with one eye. You can do this. It is hard, yes, but with a little dedication, a little patience, and if you don't give up on yourself, you will be able to complete this. I promise. Going into this, it can be rough, but once you get in it and you do it, it's not bad. As for the grind, I'm currently working on both Grand Masteries for multiplayer and for zombies. If you guys want to see gameplay of those Grand Masteries, let me know down below. I was thinking about uploading it, but I don't know how you guys would feel about watching gameplay with that. If you guys want help with this grind, let me know down below. I will add you, and I will start uploading videos of me completing this for people. This would be kind of a fun thing to stream, like do it three or four times a day or something, and help people get camos with this. Going forward, DayZ video should be out soon. I have to edit it. I haven't played DayZ much. I've been grinding too much on this game, and I'm planning on uploading some more Roblox and stuff coming in the coming days. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching. I love you guys, you're one of a kind, and I hope this video helped you. And if it did, leave a like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.